Hi there, this is Natasha. I am a crochet tutor, designer, and creator at My Creative Butterfly. I teach crochet through my online courses, classes, and patterns. I also have a wide range of crochet products that include jewelry, home accessories, bags, and crocheted canvas wall art. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like what you watched today, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. In today's video, we are going to see how to crochet this pretty delicate Sakura branch. This is cherry blossom. It is very easy to work. If you are an intermediate level crocheter or if you are an advanced beginner, this is a perfect project for you. Even if you are an advanced level crocheter, then also you can give this a try. This would be a wonderful and quick project for you. These flowers would make perfect flower for doing crochet bouquets, or these can also work perfectly for putting in a vase for your home decoration. These make perfect last minute gifts because these are very quick to work. So before we begin with the actual tutorial, let me show you the tools and materials that you'll need to crochet this pretty branch for yourself. So the first thing that you'll need is the yarn. I'm using a size 2 100% acrylic yarn. If you want, you can also use cotton or a mixed fiber yarn. This is size 2. I am using 2 shades of pink, a darker pink for doing the buds and lighter pink for doing the flowers for the branch. Then you'll need green for doing the leaves. Along with the yarn, you are going to use a 2 mm crochet hook. You'll need some pliers for cutting and handling the wire, sharp pair of scissors for cutting off the yarn. I'm using brown floral tape. This will be used for winding the stem of the flower. If you want, you can also use yarn, brown colored yarn for doing that if you don't have access to the brown floral tape. Or if you prefer, you can also use any other color floral tape. You'll use some wires. I'm using 2 thicknesses here. One is a thin one. This is a 0.4 mm silver wire. This will be used for making the stems of the buds and the flowers. Then this thicker wire, that is a 1 mm wire, will be used for making the stem for the main branch of the flower. This is I'm using 3 pieces of this. This was a 12-inch wire. So I've cut it in 3 parts. One part is 6 inches, that will be the main stem, and I am using 2 smaller 3-inch pieces for making the 2 smaller branches. This is around 4 to 5-inch long piece, the smaller yarn, the one that will make the smaller stems for the flowers and the buds. So you can cut off the wire in advance so that it will be easier when you are working. With this, you'll be using some pollens. These are artificial pollens, flower pollens that you can get easily on any craft store or on any online craft store. We'll be using 3 pollens for each flower, so you can order accordingly. So this is all the tools and materials that you'll need. Now we'll see how to actually crochet the Sakura branch. Before we begin with the actual crocheting, this video is going to be worked in 2 parts. In the first part, we are going to see the crocheting of all the different elements, the flower, the buds, and the leaves. And in the second part, we are going to see the finishing of each of these elements separately, like the flowers, the buds, and the leaves. And then we are going to see how to assemble it all together to bring the final shape of the Sakura branch. So let us get started with the crocheting part. You're going to need a total of 5 or 6 flowers. So use the exact same pattern and crochet a total of 5 to 6 flowers. Then you'll be ready for the assembly. So for doing the flower, I'm going to start with a magic ring. To do a magic ring, just wrap the yarn around your index finger 2 times. Insert the hook under both the loops and gently remove the loops from your finger. Now to secure the magic ring, I'm just going to do a chain 1. This will not be counted as a stitch. Now the magic ring is ready. The entire flower will be worked in the magic ring itself. There are a number of different ways of doing magic rings. So this is the way that I prefer. You can use any method that you know. Now for the petal, we are going to start doing the first petal. For that, do chain 2. Then we are going to do puff stitch. So for the puff stitch, do a yarn over, insert the hook in the magic ring, grab the yarn and pull a loop. We are going to repeat this process a total of 5 times. So do a yarn over again, insert the hook in the magic ring, again grab the yarn and pull a loop. This was the second time. Do it one more time. This is 3. One more time. 4, and one last time yarn over, insert the hook in the magic ring and grab the yarn and pull a loop. Now we have a total of 10 loops here on the hook. Now hold it tightly, grab the yarn again, pull it through all the loops and do a chain 1 to secure the puff stitch. So this is part way on doing the petal. Now to complete the petal, I'm going to do chain 2 and then do a slip stitch in the magic ring. So this forms your first petal. You're going to repeat the exact same thing a total of 5 times till you have a total 5 petals for your flower. So do chain 2 and I'm going to do a 5 loop puff stitch. So do a yarn over, insert the hook in the magic ring, grab the yarn and pull a loop, yarn over, again grab the yarn and pull a loop, yarn over, grab the yarn, pull a loop, yarn over. This is the 4th time and this is the 5th time. Now hold everything together tightly, grab the yarn, pull through all 5 loops together, do a chain 1 to secure the puff stitch. Now do chain 2 and a slip stitch in the magic ring. I'm going to repeat this 3 more times till you have a total of 5 petals. Make sure when you are doing the puff stitch, it is nice and loose. It should not be too loose, otherwise it will become extremely shabby. And it should not be too tight, otherwise it will not have the proper puff and the smoothness and the softness that it should have. So you can practice a little because puff stitch can be a little tricky if you are a beginner crocheter. So here I am done with the last petal. Do last chain 2 and a slip stitch in the magic ring to finish. Now I have a total of 5 petals. The flower is complete. Now close the magic ring. We are not going to complete it, close it all the way through. So just pull it slightly. Now take the scissors and cut off the yarn, leaving a long 3 to 4 inch tail. Secure the loop by pulling the yarn through. Now I'm going to pass this finishing tail through the center to the back of the flower. Once done, pull the magic ring tightly to completely close the flower. So with this, the flower is complete. Make total of 4 to 5 such flowers. And then we'll see how to finish it in the next video to do the branch. So before moving on to that, we are going to see the crocheting of the other 2 parts of the branch, that is the bud and the leaf. So let us see how to crochet the bud. For the bud, I am using a darker shade of pink. If you want, you can use the same shade as well. The bud is done in a somewhat similar way like you did the flower. So we are going to start again with a magic ring. Now do 3 chains. For the bud, we need the puff stitch to be slightly taller. So instead of 2 chains, we are doing 3 chains. Now we are going to repeat the same thing. For the flower, we did a 5 loop puff. For the bud, we are going to do a 7 loop puff. So do a yarn over, insert the hook in the magic ring, grab the yarn and pull a loop. You have to extend the loop to the length of the 3 chains. Now hold it tightly like this. Again do a yarn over, insert the yarn in the magic ring, insert the hook in the magic ring, sorry. Again grab the yarn and pull a loop. This is the second time. You are going to do this a total of 7 times. Yarn over, grabbing and pulling the yarn. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now grab everything tightly, grab the yarn again, pull through all the loops and do a chain 1 to secure the puff stitch. Now do chain 3, and to finish the bud, we are going to do a slip stitch in the magic ring. Now just close the magic ring, cut off the yarn, leaving a short tail, and secure the end by pulling the yarn through. So this is the bud. So do 2 more buds the same way. If you want, you can do increase or decrease the number of buds and flowers as per your preference. So we are done with the buds. Now let us see how to do the last element of the branch, that is the leaf. So for the leaf, use a lighter or darker, light or dark shade of green. I'm using a leaf green color. For the leaf, again we are going to start with a magic ring. Now do chain 3 and then a triple crochet in the magic ring. So for triple crochet, do a yarn over 2 times, insert the hook in the magic ring, grab the yarn, pull a loop and finish the triple crochet. Now for making the point of the leaf, I'm going to do a picot. So for a picot, do chain 3 and then we are going to do a slip stitch in the 3rd chain. For me, I prefer to do the slip stitch in the front loop of the previous stitch and this vertical bar here. It makes the picot slightly neater. There are a number of different ways of doing picots, so whichever way you know, you can use it. It is completely fine. So with this, I'm done with the picot. Now I'm going to do one more triple crochet in the magic ring, then chain 3 and a slip stitch in the magic ring to finish the leaf. Now secure the magic ring by pulling the loop tightly. Cut off the yarn, leaving a short tail, and pull the yarn through the loop to secure it. So here we are done with the leaf. You are going to need a total of 4 or 5 or 6 leaves. So complete all the leaves. Finish all the crocheted elements, the flowers, the leaves and the buds, and then move on to the next part of the tutorial where we'll see how to finish off these parts separately and then combining everything together to create the Sakura branch. So I'll see you in the next tutorial with the finishing of the branch. This is all for today. If you liked what you watched, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification button so that you do not miss out on any of the new videos that I put out. Thank you so much for watching and happy crocheting. Bye bye.